Right, praise it. We also do appreciate what you doing outside. Yes, see this family. We also do appreciate what you doing outside. Yes, see this family. We also do appreciate what you doing outside. Yes, see this family. We also do appreciate what you doing outside. Yes, see this family. We also do appreciate what you doing outside. Yes, see this family. We also do appreciate what you doing. We also, I say we also, Physician people also, we also. No matter what they say, no matter what they do, Liberian people love you, yeah. We don't know what they want from you, hey. They bring the question, Papa, you balance it, about the calculator, they bring the you keep on giving a check, giving a check, even though you lose a coin, you keep on giving a check, keep on giving a check, keep on giving a check, Liberian people love me, Liberian people appreciate me. We will celebrate and jubilate you, appreciate you. No matter what they say, no matter what they do. See this shit? Love you. Everybody love you. Marketeers love you. All the students love you. We outside. See this? We outside. Appreciate you. We outside. To appreciate you. We outside. See this shit outside. We outside. See this shit outside. We outside. Everybody outside. We outside. Marketeers outside. We outside. All the students outside. We outside. All the oldman outside. We outside. All the papa outside. We outside. Mekubejere outside. We outside. Mekubejere outside. We outside. See family. We appreciate what we doing outside, yes. See this family. We also do appreciate what you doing outside. See this family. We appreciate what we doing outside. See this family. We also do appreciate outside. See this family. We also do appreciate what you doing outside. See this family. We also do appreciate what we doing. Even buy all the professionals, or you can even buy all the defenders. Hey, when we're too ready, he will give you his answer. When we're too ready, he will give you. In the past, you capable of doing. Get it in the past. Present, you can do it for the future. Yeah. Hey, we're too bad. We're too bad. He's our answer. Too bad. He's our guy. We're too bad. We're getting Isa Osa. And Ziggy Zaga. Isa Osa. We're getting Isa Osa. We're getting Ziggy Zaga. Mekubejere outside. We also see this family. We also do appreciate what Mekubejere outside. Yes. See this family. We also do appreciate what you do. With the question, Papa, you balance it. Without the calculator, bring the just key. You keep on giving the check, keep on giving the check, when you keep on giving it, keep on giving it, check, keep on giving it, check, Liberian people love me, Liberian people appreciate me. We will celebrate you, and jubilate you, we will appreciate you, no matter what they do. See this shit, love you. Everybody love you. Marketeers love you. All the students love you. We outside. See this shit outside. Papa, we outside. To appreciate you. we osa. To appreciate you, we osa. Sedition osa, we osa. Sedition osa, we osa. We osa. Everybody osa. Marketeers, we osa. We osa. We osa. We osa. All the pape osa. We osa. We osa. Bakubajere osa. We osa. We osa osa. Osa. We osa. Sedition osa. We also see this family. We also do appreciate the laundry outside. We also see this family. We also do appreciate the laundry outside. We also see this. Do appreciate. We also see this family. We also do appreciate the laundry outside. We also see this family. We also do appreciate the laundry outside. We also see this family. We also do appreciate the. You can even buy all the professionals, or you can even buy all the defenders. Hey, when we're too ready, he will give you Isa Osa. When we're too ready, he will give you Ziggy Zaga. In the past, you know where you capable of doing. He did it in the past, he did it in the present, he can do the power of vision, yeah. Hey, when we're too bad, Ziggy Zaga. We're too bad, give you Isa Osa. We're too bad, Ziggy Zaga. We're too bad. We're getting Isa Osa, and Ziggy Zaga. Isa Osa, we're getting Isa Osa, we're getting Ziggy Zaga. We're Osa, we also see this family. We also do appreciate the laundry outside. We also see this family. We also do appreciate. I don't know what they want from you. Hey. They bring the question, Papa, you balance all the equation. Without the calculator, they bring the just key. You keep on giving the checkmate, keep on giving the checkmate. Even though you lose a coin, you keep on giving the checkmate, keep on giving the checkmate, keep on giving the checkmate. Love you, real people love me. Love you, real people appreciate me. We will celebrate and jubilate, we will appreciate it. No matter what they say, no matter what they do. Back. See this shit, love you, back. Everybody love you, back. Marketeers love you, back. All the students love you, back. We outside, see this shit outside, Papa. We are to appreciate you. We are to appreciate you. We are Sedition Osa. We are Sedition Osa. We are everybody Osa. We are Marketeers Osa. We are all the students Osa. We are all the pape Osa. We Osa. We Osa. We Osa, Sedition Osa, Bakujere Osa, see this family. To appreciate the Osa, see this family. We Osa to appreciate the Osa, see this family. We Osa to appreciate the Osa, see this family. We Osa to appreciate the Osa, see this family. We also do appreciate the Osa, see this family. We also do appreciate the. You can even buy all the professionals, or you can even buy all the defenders. Hey, when we're too ready, he will give you Isa Osa. When we're too ready, he will give you Ziggy Zaga. In the past, you know where you capable of doing. He did it in the past, he did it in the present, he can do the power of vision, yeah. Hey, when we're too bad. Ziggy Zaga, back. Give the Isa Osa, back. Ziggy Zaga.
All right, that's how we do it here, fellow Liberians, home and abroad. It's a privilege again for us to be on here. And we want to use this time to extend our thanks and appreciation to all of you who've joined us. We want to say thank you so much for your presence here, as usual. we ask that you please do us a favor. And that favor that we want you to do for us is to hit for us the share button. We want to inform you that from the 27th of this month to the 28th, we will all be in Iowa for a strategic meeting. We call it strategic meeting, but it is a retreat, a 2 days retreat. And in that retreat, fellow Liberians, fellow Seditians, Weasians, and however, we will be discussing issues relative to the growth, development, and the forward march of us as Seditians here in the US. So all of you are invited. All of you are invited. All of you are invited. Like we said the last time, we are taking contributions for this particular gathering. As you may be aware, this gathering is one that is wholly and solely sponsored by those delegates who will be going there. There is absolutely nowhere we are taking funds from. We did the propose. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right. So, as you may be aware, this particular program is one that is sponsored by the participants, those of us that will be there, those of us that are going there. We are depending on absolutely nobody from outside, no institution but ourselves. I want to welcome a brother and a friend, Duke Positive. I refer to the family as the Positive family. You are highly welcome, my brother Duke. Thank you so much for everything. Regards there to our sister. Thank you so much for the family. You guys are doing exceptionally well. Vincent, thank you so much. We want to appreciate you, Vincent, joining us there from Zwedru, Grangide. We want to say thank you so very kindly for your presence here. So, as I was saying, this program is a program that is wholly and solely sponsored by us ourselves, whatever we are collecting. The last time we had a meeting, and I want to say thanks to all of you. People came up the meeting, and they were actually moved by the way and manner in which we are preparing the program. So there are a lot of people who, are contributing. We want to say thanks to each and every one of you. We want to appreciate our sister Fita, doing exceptionally well. We say all of you, including the General Dorcas Billy. We want to say thank you so very kindly. Marie George, we appreciate you. On our Paul Twitter, Vivian Yense, Frank O, Gongano Molba, Josephine Campbell, Jasper, Evelyn Collins, James Creighton. The list is just, there are so many people who are contributing their all in order for this particular, program to be a success. And we also want to recognize and appreciate the team in Iowa, the local team, because we set up the committee in a way where the local people or the team in Iowa, are the ones that are going to be playing a very major role. So we want to say thanks to our brothers and sisters there in Iowa who are doing exceptionally well. I can say this for sure. Iowa, we are proud of you. We are proud of you guys. Actually, they are working behind, in fact, they are working above the time. Let's say it this way. They are working above the time to ensure that this program is successful. And they are doing everything. We have been on the line with them. And to the extent that, let me just give you what happened in our last meeting. In our last meeting, there are some people who said, well, they will be coming from other states to be traveling. And I was so excited that people on the land have offered, their place. There is a brother of ours who have two, very, 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 very cool area. I mean, a house. He run his own Airbnb in Iowa there. So he has emptied the two houses. He has emptied his two houses just for this program and said, whoever that will be coming from wherever that they will be coming, uh, you know, uh, the place is open. So and the joy, look, the most exciting thing about this is that the brother said, look, you guys don't have to call my name. I don't even want for my name to be mentioned. I don't want for my name to be mentioned. So, but I'm going to make my place available. So, it's going to be a wonderful time. Let me just say to you that those of us from the East Coast here, we are going to be driving to go there. We are going to be driving. So, if you are in the DMV area, for example, if you are in, Virginia, you are in Delaware, you are in DC, you are in Maryland, you can get in contact with us. It's only tomorrow that we have, to know the number of people that will be going. We have already booked, a van, a seven-seated van that is already filled with people. So we are anticipating on booking another seven-seated, van again for the other group of people who will be, traveling by road, especially those of us from on this side. So tomorrow is going to be a meeting. We are going to put up the information. Tomorrow is going to be a meeting that will be finalizing it because we have already booked one van. One van is already filled, and one or two person reach out to us, so we'll be booking another van, another seven seated. Yeah, another seven seated. So tomorrow we'll be having a meeting, and we are asking all of you, those of you who are on the East Coast and want to go, it's going to be a wonderful time. There are others who are also going to be driving. The folks there in Minnesota, that one part I get a few hours from there, so they are going to be also going. Uh, it's just a wonderful thing. People will be coming from all over. Let me tell you this. We are not going there in order for us to just go sit and maybe play music and dance. No. This is a strategic retreat. It's a strategic retreat. This is not the usual, how you call, punk and pageantry, gathering where people gather. Oh, no, 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 no. This is different. This is completely different. This is where seditions are going to be sitting around the table. It's not going to be too much of show of numbers, of screen, or whatever. We are going to be discussing. We're going to be discussing. Like I said to you the last time, all of us, we play a pivotal role when it comes to what happened in the just ended election. In this kind of meeting, it is not where we go to show strength. It is not where we go to show our, academic excellence or whatever, whatever. It is the kind of meeting where we go, we sit down, and we have a sober reflection. It is a meeting where we go to and do a SWOT analysis. We are going to ask ourselves the sincere questions. How did we play a role in seeing us exiting power after 6 years? How did we play a role in that? Now, how can we be able to take the message out to our people? With the way this useless old man is behaving, he needs people like you and myself to ensure that he behaves in the way, form, and manner that is correct. We need to keep this particular dictator on his feet. We need to keep him on his feet. We cannot sit and be complacent. Oh, yeah, we all right. Oh, yeah, we all right. The people are like, oh, yeah, we all right. Because at the end of the day, this thing comes right back at us. We've entered in the month of December. There are some family members that have not even received a lot. Some of them are working in government. They will call you. They will call us. Even if they're $5 or $10, you will not be heartless to say, I will not do nothing. You will do something. You will do something. So it is incumbent upon us to ensure that Boyka is put in check. He does what is right. So that's the reason why we will be in Iowa. We will be looking at our own strength, our own weakness. We will be looking at the opportunity. Why should we be here? And Joseph Newman Boyka is killing our people, and we're sitting and think that it is fun. Why should we be here in the USA, where we have all of these organizations and institutions, that by now we are not at the White House making our case? Why should we be here? I want to welcome Madam Claudia Allison. You are highly welcome. I appreciate your presence here. Thank you so very kindly for joining us. It's always a privilege when we have you here. We want to say thank you so very kindly. Thank you so very kindly. We do appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you for everything. Thank you. So why should we be here in the United States of America with all of these different organizations and institutions that we have here? And at the end of the day, allow oldman Boyka to just misbehave, to just play with our democracy, to just play with the rule of law, to just play with things and kill our people. And it's okay. Why should we be here and allow such a thing to happen? This is the reason why we are going to Iowa. We will be in Iowa. We will be in Iowa to discuss. We will be in Iowa to appreciate our people. We will be in Iowa to ensure that the right thing is done. So again, I want to say to you, fellow Liberians, home and abroad, join us. Join us in Iowa. It's going to be a wonderful time there in Iowa. Join us and let us have a wonderful, a very, very wonderful time. A very, very wonderful time. So again, we want to say to all of you, kindly hit for us the share button. Kindly hit for us the share button. Share with friends. Share with family members so that they all know that we are here. Yeah, share with friends and family members. What I'm doing currently, I am also sharing. That is what's going on here. I am sharing also like crazy. I am sharing like crazy, as the people will say. So I am sharing. So share also. Yeah, share also. Invite friends and everybody. So I want to say welcome to all of you. Welcome. We appreciate you. Emmanuel Bro, who's joining us there on the YouTube. Want to say thank you so much. All of you who are joining us on the YouTube channel, we want to say thank you so much for your presence. Uh, we want to say thank you for your support, and we appreciate you. Minnesota is in the house. Want to say thank you. So, fellow Liberians, I am going to play this, right? I'm going to play this. And I want all of us to listen to this. I'm going to play this for a while we share, while we invite friends and family members, courtesy of Freedom FM at the time, we are going to play this.
Americans, I traveled Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf not only to the UN General Assembly, but she was honored by the President of France, Francois Hollande, the highest honor the French government could bestow. They bestow on Madam Sirleaf. Nobody danced on their head. Because
Oh.
Bwaga go right next to Arico, he make it a beating. I said the Liberian people will soon see through all the deceit. This is the guy that taking the LTA. This is the fellow that taking the LTA. LTA is supposed to be depoliticized.
So I want us to listen to Anthony Isaac Jackson. I want us to listen to him very carefully. He says some things which we are also going to be talking about today. I want you to listen to him. While we share, while we invite friends and family members, Isata M. Miller, I want to appreciate and welcome you. So listening to Anthony Isaac Jackson while we get ready to bring
You
you.
carry a deeply politicized individual like Hannah. Hannah is celebrating Bwaka going to Arico. You know, Kofi who was on that trip with us when I said it toured the three European capitals. Kofi who joined us in, I think, in Netherlands. He was in a meeting with us. We met with the Prime Minister of the Netherlands. Nobody danced on their head for that. You know, look,
I want to
what is
welcome all of you.
critically important to our country? I was in the room, even the Grace now, who is is the Minister of State. Grace was on the meeting. He joined us lately at when my President Sally was addressing and we're not offer even a voice of critique. The same fellow had the audacity to put on his page that, oh, today auditor I'm living now, no auditor down. So I went on the poll. I said, brother, what are you doing? You whining over the death of auditor and still blaming we are. Yes, let we are taking on the blame, a fair share of the blame. But what's about the number of murders that have taken place on Obuaka in barely 2 months? Have you said a mumbling word about that? I think 3 people got killed in Cape Mount. Have you said anything about it? The, the own task force they put together, engage in vigilante justice, something that will be discouraged anywhere around the world. They killed a young man, just got married to his beautiful wife in Cowell. As Patrick Horner, who wants to cast himself as a soulless Bwaka stooge. Has he said anything about that? He doesn't value the life of poor people. That Bishop left his value, he placed in premium on auditor. Because auditor that Bishop, they make plenty of money, they are his friends. When poor people die, they don't say anything. They kill people in Cape Man. You say anything in Sinjay. They voted for Bwaka, some of the boys. They died, their family crying. Patrick having condemned it. Bwaka even has not said a mumbling word. They tell the policeman to go say something. I say the police is not the head of government. It takes instruction. But what's about the boy that died in Cowell? They say it's still current. When somebody speak up and they're supposed to die, is that a new Liberia? Patrick has not said anything about it. What's about the other boy that AB Kroman people killed in Nikru Town? They say he got drugs. But when somebody in possession of drugs, you kill them? Or do you carry them to justice? What happened to the justice system? So, brother, these people are celebrating mediocrity. And that's why it is important for our citizens to pay attention to the truthful information that we try to put forward to them. That Bwaka is an epitome of mediocrity. He lacks sound leadership judgment. And I'm happy that you talk about even the judgment to embrace this war crime code, or even the advance or the advancement of the National Security Council. Everywhere around the world, when leaders are about to take critical national decisions that border on national security, it is the National Security Council that will inform that leader decision, that will advise that leader. Bwaka, either he's still bearing some grudges, because like I said before, Bwaka is a bearer of deep-seated grudges. You know, when President we are out his magnanimous gesture, his goodwill gesture, pay Bwaka hospital bill to go to hospital. And Bwaka was ungrateful to President Weah. It was Prince Johnson, listening Prince Jerube Johnson, exercising some moral authority, criticize Bwaka, never Bwaka. Are you ungrateful? So that boy, a leader of the country, he take huge money and send you to hospital, you come back and say bad thing about him. Maybe because of what Prince Johnson said at that time, his support to Bwaka has not assuaged Bwaka anger. Bwaka still keeping at him in his stomach. So when white people, when international people come, they want to walk around, they don't care him. He's still angry. Boaka is still better with Prince for Prince telling him, say, but Papi, you ungrateful. Why?
So we are listening to the voice of Anthony Isaac Jackson as he brilliantly explained at the time the current situation under the Boeka-led administration. And it's almost like Isaac Jackson was a soothsayer, like many of us. All of what he said yesterday are what we are seeing today. But we'll continue to do our best. What we are supposed to do, we'll do it. It is incumbent upon you as people to take the right decision. I want to use this time to welcome our Director of Research, the Honorable Christopher Water Tubazi. You are highly welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. There are a few things that I want to highlight here. We told you from the very beginning that Mr. Boeka's statement of love Liberia, think Liberia, this Liberia, they were all scheme. And that particular statement was intended to deceive some of you who don't know who this man is. He was only using that as a cover up to deceive you. Today, the reality of loving Liberia, doing this Liberia, all that kind of funny thing you can be talking, we are seeing it today. Love Liberia, build Liberia, think Liberia, blah, 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 and the rest of it. We are seeing the reality. Something happened that I want to start the discussion on or with that has to do with the Capitol building. You see, we said to you from the very beginning that Mr. Boeka does not have the ability to stomach criticism. We told you that. We told you that Mr. Boeka is this old man who is so vindictive to the extent that he will not tolerate anybody criticizing him. Boeka feels that Liberia is his personal property and he can run it anyhow he want to run it, any way he wants to run it. He doesn't give a hang about you or whoever. Great nations around the world, all of them, they have one thing in common, that their people were brave enough to stand up to dictator, to stand up to tyrant, and ensure that the right thing is done. Today, all of you, or all of our people are talking about the United States. Everybody want to come to the United States, most of us. But do you know what makes this country what it is with all of the opportunities? There were people yesterday who got tired of a system suppressing them. There were people yesterday who got so uncomfortable with seeing themselves being suppressed by a system and said, this cannot be. We got to stand up. We got to speak out. Most of you read history. You will read about Martin Luther King of yesterday. You read about, or you read about Rosa Parks and etc. Those were people who said that we cannot continue to stomach foolishness from a system, a group of people, or whatever. They stood up to the system and said, we will be the sacrificial lamb. But this nonsense must stop. Because of their action, and they are adamant to accepting what is wrong, today we are grateful. Even though there are scrimmages here, there, Yana, but we are grateful that today we have a United States that to some extent, a very large extent, that the white man and the black man at least can sit in the same bus to some extent, and I will say it to some extent, go to the same school, and etc. Yes, there are still challenges. The system is still working up things. But they were relentless with make this thing happen for us, for our children. And today, some of us are beneficiary of the blood that was spilled in defense of the rights of people to be given equal opportunity. So when you look at these nations, they have that in common. The men who stood up and said, no, this cannot be business as usual. They got fed up with just talking, just sitting down and talking. They said, we got to take action. So we got to take action. And that's the reason why, fellow Liberians, those of us in the USA, we must stand up on our feet. Because if we don't, Boyka will continue to walk the street, humiliate our people, ostracize our people, and do everything to our people. And at the end of the day, we'll be saying, now you're crying. We're tired crying. We're tired crying. We just lay back and say, let Jesse and Newman Boyka have his will. No, you cannot have your will in this day, age, and time. So Joseph Newman Boyka goes about with this thing, love Liberia, think Liberia, this scheme. But his action is proving contrary to what he's saying about love, think, and build. It's proving contrary. This is a man who told us, you and myself, that he's coming to not do business as usual. In other words, he was right. Because he is doing business as very unusual, very ugly and unusual. That's what he's doing. What we are seeing today, been exhibited under this government, we did not see it in the past 6 years under the period of President George Manuel Weah. Joseph Newman Boyka came, the first thing that he did was to kill our people, to send out a signal that I am not a leader who will tolerate criticism. I am not a leader that will be able to give you an opportunity to express yourself. So what happened in Kinjo? All the people in Kinjo, they were asking for is for an equal opportunity. All they were asking for is the right to benefit from whatever contract that was signed by the company. That was all. What the people of King John were asking for which Joseph Newman Boyka ordered the police to kill them and shoot them, was look, the social corporate responsibility you said you are going to do, build our schools, build the roads, employ our people. Why are you not employing our people? All the people of Cape Man asked for was that, look, we cannot be in this county where you're taking the mineral and you cannot employ us. Employ us. Employ our sons and daughters. Our children, as they are as qualified as any other person in the world to occupy managerial position. That was what they were asking for. And guess what Joseph Newman Boyka did? Was to order the police, order Gregory Como, his hit man, under the flag. So go there and kill these people. And they went there. Today, fellow Liberian, where are we? Family lost their lives. Where are we with the Cape Man incident? But there's an old man that will want us to believe that he loves Liberia, he want think Liberia, we want build Liberia. Is this how we can build Liberia? That when people are agitating, when people are requesting, when people are asking that you must do what is right, let them too benefit. Is that the way it's supposed to be? Monjuro, you are welcome. Otalia, I want to appreciate you. Thank you so very kindly. Vincent, thank you so much. Definitely, Vincent. It's a complete lie. All these things, let me just put it up here. That is Joseph Numa Boyka right here for you. He wakes up and says, love Liberia, build Liberia, and think Liberia. They are all a complete lie. Definitely, Vincent, they are all complete lies. Because to love Liberia, it's not just the tree. It's not just the building. It is the people, in other words. Because it is the people that made Liberia. It is the people that gather to a particular locale and call the place Liberia. So, in other words, love Liberians. Build Liberia for the people. I want to welcome my own sister Helena Ba. How are you, Mama? Love you so much. Thank you for joining us. Robert Pope, you are highly welcome. Thank you for joining us. Aze Shalom, thank you so much. We appreciate you. So all of these things were schemed. The people in Grand Cape County, all they asked for was an equal opportunity to benefit from the company. They weren't asking for things that were from space. You know, when you take a company to a particular area or to a country, the lawmakers will sit and they will look at the document. In that document, there is something called the social corporate responsibility of the company. What are you supposed to do for the local people that are on the ground? It is enshrined in that particular document that you sign. Now, it is based on that the lawmakers will be able to give you the authority by law to say you can operate here. That's how it's looking like. Compliments, Honorable Ayuba El Fofana. I want to welcome you and I want to appreciate your presence. Thank you so very kindly. I want to appreciate you. Thank you for joining us, Honorable. So at the end of the day, the lawmakers will look at the document based on what you present, because there is going to be what we call a meeting with the people, with the local. Anytime a company is in a particular area, there is this particular meeting, there is this discussion. The people sit and discuss why you will give us, what will we benefit from you. So that agreement between the company and the people is what the people refer to as the social corporate responsibility of that company to the people. So what the people of Grand Cape was asking for was not something that was out of that particular document. All that they were asking for were things that are enshrined in that document. At the end of the day, Joseph Numa Boyka decided that, look, these people must be killed for speaking out. He asked Gregory Como to go there and kill people. As we speak to you today, fellow Liberians, where is that case? What have you heard? Or what are you hearing from that case? Can you imagine? Look, let me tell you something, fellow Liberians. If you refuse to stand up, they will take you out one by one, because Joseph Numa Boyka is somebody who is comfortable with keeping killers around him. Joseph Numa Boyka will easily reward somebody who is willing to take away the life of another person to please him. He will do that. The videos are here. If I am to ask you, what became of Francis Sakila Nimale after he ordered the killing of one of our brothers, Tamba Momo? What became of him? Look, one of the weapon of Joseph Numa Boyka is to kill the innocent people. You know, those of us who read, whether be it the Bible or the Quran or whatever religious book, we are made to understand that the devil has three missions. And the mission of the devil is to steal your happiness, steal your joy, is to kill, to destroy. Maybe we limit it to the Bible. Okay. So people who are dancing with the devil has the same agenda. The same agenda of the devil is what Joseph Numa Boyka has. To steal, to kill, and to destroy. What is he stealing? He is stealing our money in a broad daylight. Look at the budget. Just look at the budget. How much Joseph Numa Boyka has allocated for himself. What is he giving to the people? Let me see if I can just bring the budget here. Because some of these things. I'm coming. Let me just bring some of these things here. Okay, Ministry of Finance. Okay. So let me bring some. Look at Joseph Numa Boyka budget. What is going to him as an individual? I want to welcome my own lovely darling Vivian Yancey. How are you? Thank you so much, Mama, for everything, for all of the preparation. We do appreciate it. Thank you so very kindly. Thank you so very kindly. So when you look at the budget of Joseph Numa Boyka, the budget alone will tell you whether this man actually loves the people, whether he cares about the people, or all is just another vla. The budget will tell you. Let me see if we can bring the budget here. Document. Let me see. Strategic planning. Okay, national budget. Okay. Just bear with me. I got to do some other stuff here. And you know, the higher looking like here. Yeah. 2025 budget. Okay. So I get the 2025 budget here. Look, the budget alone will tell you whether Joseph Numa Boyka is sincere about this nonsense that he passed around with. Love Liberia, think Liberia, do Liberia, and this Liberia. All this nonsense that he passing around with. It will tell you whether Joseph Numa Boyka is indeed sincere. It is from the budget. Because the budget is that particular document that at least all of us, we say we have a share into it, right? So let me go to this budget. Let me bring this budget right here. Yeah. I'm going to bring the budget right here. Just bear with me. Let me bring the budget because there is some things that I want to show you about this budget. So you will see the budget and you will get to know that. Okay. So here is the budget, right? Let's look at this budget. Let's look here. I just want for us to go down for you to look at the Ministry of State portion of this identical budget. Let's go down to the budget. Ministry of Internal Affairs. Ministry of Internal Affairs. Just bear with me. Let's try to do this together. I'm sorry, but let's do this together. Yeah, let's do this together. I want for us to look at the Ministry of State budget. And I want you to look at the education budget. There are two things we're going to look at. The budget is very large. We can take all of the time to look at this budget, all of the time, but there's some key components that we need to look at. Because the budget will tell you the intent of the government towards the people. Whether the government is actually thinking about the people's development, whether they are doing things to ensure that at least the people benefit, you will see that. Let's see here, judiciary. Okay, this is the judiciary, Ministry of Justice, National Security Agency, Center for Coordination. Okay, Ministry of Health, John F. Kennedy. Okay, first of all, let's look at John F. Kennedy. Fine, that's good. Let's look at John F. Kennedy. Phoebe Hospital. Let's look at John F. Kennedy budget. Look at John F. Kennedy. I want us to look at JFK budget, right? JFK budget. Let's look at JFK budget. This is JFK budget. Let's look at JFK budget for 2025. Look here. I hope you are seeing it. I'm sorry if it is not too clear, but look here. Let me just do this right here. Okay, let me make it bigger. So you look at JFK budget, right? Look at JFK budget. John F. Kennedy budget for 2024. The total amount that JFK is supposed to be having for whatever, the total amount for 2025. Look here. You see that? 9 million. That JFK budget. JFK, that 9 million. The hospital, 9 million plus is their budget. The hospital that almost everybody will come to. People live from almost all over the place. Most of these hospitals that are in the Leeward counties, they send people right to JFK because JFK is supposed to be the place that is so sophisticated, is in Monrovia and etc. etc. So almost all of the hospitals, people will leave from, let's say, Phoebe Hospital and come to JFK. People will leave from, Jackson Fiado Hospital and come to JFK. In fact, most of these hospitals, they refer people to JFK. So look at JFK budget here. 9 million. You see that? $9 million and some change. That's JFK budget right here. That is JFK. And in this budget, you are talking about compensation. In this budget, you are talking about fuel and lubricant for vehicles, for generators, repairs and maintenance. You are talking about repairs and maintenance for vehicle, for equipment, and etc. You are talking about cleaning materials and services. You are talking about printing, binding, publication services, etc., etc. You are talking about food and catering. You are talking about all these things, insurance and etc. That's what you're talking about. So the whole national referral hospital, so to speak, you see there what they get there? $9 million for just JFK. I want for us to go to the Ministry of State. Let me put this thing here. Carrying this thing here. The Ministry of State. Now the hospital down there, if we take it by hospital, just JFK. This is what JFK is getting. 9 million plus. John F. Kennedy Memorial Hospital. You see what they're getting? $9,072,401. That's what they are getting for this 2025. They may not even get all. This is just a proposed budget. They may not even get all. They will not even get all. Okay, so let's go to let's come here. Phoebe Hospital. Look at Phoebe Hospital. Phoebe Hospital that is within an area that is catering to almost all of those people that are on our other side there. Phoebe Hospital. You see that? Phoebe Hospital. How much they have here for Phoebe Hospital? The total that they have for Phoebe Hospital This is how you know that Joseph Newman Boyka is a useless man and does not care about the Liberian people and using the Love Liberia, Build Liberia as a scheme. Look here, Phoebe Hospital. How much Phoebe Hospital is getting for 2025? This is what is projected for them. 1,278,299. This one include their pay, include lubricant, include this, that, and all the other things. At the end of the day, when they finish taking the pay, the money finish. The money finish. Let's just try to get a breakdown of this this $1 million for Phoebe Hospital. Let's give you a breakdown of it. For Phoebe Hospital, you have the summary of expenditure for this 9 million for this 1 million, sorry, for Phoebe Hospital. So you have compensation which is going to take from this budget $873,099. The compensation alone, it made the whole budget to finish. The compensation alone, whole budget, it finish. It finish from there right away. It finish. Let's go to use of goods and services for 2025. $377,600 goods and services. So you see, look, those institutions that cater to the common people, look at the budget and see what is allocated for them. And see what is allocated for them. There's the reason why some of these hospitals, when you enter it, the building alone can make you sick. You can bring your sickness, but the building alone is capable to make you sick. Because look here, you get compensation, taking all the amounts. So what is even for maintenance of the building? What is even for how you call for keeping the hospital going? So at the end of the day, the people take pay. They don't even have materials. They don't even have anything there. The health sector is completely damaged under this old man. This man who has an underlying health problem that is supposed to be very, very matriculate when it comes to the health sector. They say the people are not feeling well, are sick. So therefore, let me attach some level of importance to the health sector because I myself can be a victim. But they may get time. Just send you my boy can get time. So you see the Phoebe is 1 million. JFK is about 9 million. Let's go to what Joseph Newman Boyka will be having in a budget. Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. Let's see what you will be having. They want a Phoebe Hospital. Let's move from Phoebe Hospital. Let's go to Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. I'm sorry, I just want to carry this thing up. So there's some areas we're not going to be talking about here. I want to get to Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. Let's get there and see. Liberia College of Physician and Surgeon. Look at how much they get in 2025. That 1 million they get in 1,338,941. At the end of the day, no wonder why you get people who, when they finish learning, they pay their high-end money they learn. They don't want to even work in the government sector. That's why you see at the end of the day, some of these people who have paid enough money to learn and their time, effort, and resources, they go open their own local clinic. They don't even want to be associated with government clinic. Some of them go there once a month. One time in the month, I will go there. When you want to see them, you go to their own clinic. You go to their own clinic. Because look at the amount that is allocated here. The Liberia College of Physicians and Surgeons, they get repairs and maintenance. For 2025, you get about $8,000. $800,000, sorry. For repairs and maintenance of vehicle. Then you get repairs and maintenance of generator. You get $4,000 for generator repairs. Then you get stationery. For stationery, you get like $7,101. You get consultancy. You get workshop and etc. etc. You give these people 1 million. Even though the 1 million will not get to them, it's what they just projected in the budget. The 1 million will not get to them. So at the end of the day, what do you have there for training of these people? because some of them had to go out for international training in different area of specialty. That means not thinking about them. He's not even thinking about it. He even get that. We are in a mess. Let's go to his budget. Alvin Sampson, you are welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. The medical era part, forget it. It's in a complete mess. Let's go to Joseph Newman Boyka budget. Jackson Fiado Hospital. Let's forget about the hospital and go straight to his budget. So at least I just show you, just a synopsis of the health sector. Look at what the health sector is getting. Okay, let's go there. Let's go there. We'll soon. I know why is this thing taking so long. Okay. I'm supposed to use the other. Let's see, Ministry of Education, what they will be getting. Anyway, the player I want for us to go down to Joseph Newman Boyka budget. Leave that thing. Just bear with us as we go to the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs, National Housing. Just bear with me. Let me bring this one here. Okay, let me see. Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. Just bear with us. Environmental, infrastructure, annex, this, that, public sector, national investment, infrastructure. Oh, sorry, my people. I want us to just go straight there. Just bear with us while we try to, I'm using my, how you call, computer. Sometimes you see it here, sometimes it freeze. Sometimes you get all kind of thing coming up here. So, yeah, just bear with us while we try to go there. And just bear with us. Just bear with us. The place I want us to go, we will soon get there. Because I want you to see how Joseph Newman Boyka don't care about the people of Liberia. All he cares about is himself. Yeah. He ain't even get time for you. He get absolutely time for you. Joseph Newman Boyka care about himself and use how you call love Liberia, think Liberia as a scheme. Are you ready? Oh, love Liberia, think Liberia, but he even get time for the people. Because the budget alone that Joseph Newman Boyka, public sector, infrastructure, okay, we get it right here, compensation, public transportation, security sector, this, the education, agriculture, infrastructure, okay, public, the government, this, the social security, Swazi, state for presidential affairs. Just bear with me. Let me just get this here for you to see. You will see how Joseph Newman Boyka cares about himself and not about the Liberian people. Okay, transparency and accountability, security sector, health, so development, education, energy, agriculture, infrastructure, industry, grand total. Okay. Okay, fine. Here is Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs. This is what Joseph Newman Boyka will be getting. It's right here. You see it right here? Maybe we'll go to the sector itself, go to the line. Here, where I just, how you call, highlight. You see the highlight area? So Joseph Newman Boyka will be receiving 15,997,476. 15 million that what the Ministry of State will be getting. $15 million. Here is it. $15 million is what Joseph Newman Boyka will be getting. The Ministry of State. That's why they will be getting 15 million. You see that? Look there. Public sector. Public administration sector. Here you have the national legislator. National legislator, they will be getting, in the 2025, they will be getting 39 million. 39,886,910. That's what they will be getting. The national legislator. That's why you see Joseph Newman Boyka putting a people for them to go enforce so they can manipulate the budget to ensure that he get more. That's why you see Joseph Newman Boyka is fighting for Natikofa. The legislators alone, they're getting $39 million. $39 million. Joseph Newman Boyka office alone getting $15 million. That's what you will be getting. The office of the vice president will be getting about $3 million. You see why you'll be getting? Let's look at, let me see, Board of Tax Appeal, this, that, and other thing. Ministry of Internal Affairs, let's see, the health sector. Okay, so you see that. This is what I want you to see. So Joseph Newman Boyka office alone will be getting in this 2025 budget, will be getting pretty close. In fact, maybe it'll be more than that. So 15 million. That's what we're talking about here. 15 million the Ministry of State for Presidential Affairs will be getting. It will be more. Because sometimes they do this budget, adjustment and etc. So 15 million is there for him, for the Ministry of State budget. Just see what we're talking about. The legislators, they are getting $39 million. You see what we're talking about? Look at the health sector combined. Let's look at the health sector combined. Let's go to the health sector. Okay, the health sector. Let's go to health sector. The health sector combined. Look at what they will be getting. Look at what they'll be getting $64 million combined. And look at the various health sectors that we're talking about. This money is even small. Joseph Newman Boyka alone is getting $15 million. This $64 million, look at the people who will be getting the $64 million. You have Ministry of Health. Now, Ministry of Health, this is what the total amount that the health sector will be getting is $85 million. Sorry, $85 million. That's what they will be getting under this particular 2025. So you get the Ministry of Health that will be getting about 64 million. You get John F. Kennedy that will be getting 9 million. You get Phoebe Hospital that will be getting $1 million. You get the Liberia Bowl for Nursing and Midwifery. They will be getting about $172,000. You get Liberia Pharmacy Board. They will be getting about $257,000. You get the Liberia Medical and Dental Council. They will be getting about $992. $592,000. Then you get the Liberia College of Physician and Surgeon. They will be getting in the 2025 $1,300,000 plus. Then you have Liberia Medical and Health Products Regulatory Authority. They will be getting 1 million plus in this budget. You have Jackson Fiado Hospital that will be getting about $2 million. Then you get the National Public Health Institute of Liberia that will be getting about $3 million. So you put all of the money together, they will be getting about $85 million, which is not even sufficient when you do all of the breakdown. All of the breakdown. Now, the reason why I am taking you to this sector is because it is the place the poor people will run. The people who don't have money, the people who cannot afford to fly from Liberia to Ghana, are the place they will go. And when you look at this money, all go towards the payment of staff. In other words, recurrent expenses, wages. They go towards it. So about 75%, let's say about 85% of that $85 million for the health sector is going towards compensation of staff. Nothing is left there for building maintenance, for how you call training of staff, and etc. etc. To send people abroad for advanced training, nothing is left there for them. That's why you see in the health sector, at the end of the day, is completely understaffed. It's completely understaffed. You have a health sector that people cannot even run to. You can't even run to the health sector. The poor people that is supposed to be running to this particular health sector, they are not even running there again. Because the health sector is by far underfunded. Joseph Newman Boyka will be getting $15 million and more. While the entire health sector in Liberia, you're giving them 85, which is by far less. Because when they finish taking John F. Kennedy, we can't take their own. Phoebe, we can't take their own. All the other different people, Justin Fiado, when they finish taking their own, nothing is left there. That's why you see our hospitals, they can't even cater to us as Liberians. They can't cater to us. So you see this man, he cares about himself. Joseph Newman Boyka cares about himself. He ain't got time for you. He ain't got time for me. No, all he cares about is himself. They don't want to know about you and myself. When you look at this budget, you will cry for us. For example, look at the education sector. And we say that education is the key to a better nation. And that's what we say. Look at the education sector. Let's go to the education sector. Okay, you get health sector here, social service. Look at the education sector. Fine. Let's come to the education sector. You see education sector? The funny people playing here. 1, 2, 3. Let's look at the education sector. Oh, it's not there. Okay, let me carry you there. Let's bring you there. Let's look at the education sector. You see here, the education sector. Look at the education sector. You get $114 million, 768,252, which is by far less. So look at the people who will benefit from this particular. Don't look at the amount in bulk like this. Look at those areas when they break it down. For example, look at the Ministry of Education. The Ministry of Education alone is going to take $49 million. 49 million plus. So you take 49,798,456. That's why the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Education will be taking. About 80% of this amount, or let's say about 95%, is going towards payment, salary. Let's come to the University of Liberia. University of Liberia, they have here 33,481,284. The University of Liberia. You see how it is underfunded? Most of this money that we call it, don't be deceived. Most of this money going towards salary payment. When you look at the breakdown, if we are to look at the breakdown, which I don't have the time now for us to look at all of the breakdown, but if you look at the breakdown, you will see nothing is there for even infrastructure development. That's why you enter at the University of Liberia and looking at something like 1847 school that in fact, the 1847 schools are even better. The facilities are damn poor. Joseph Newman Boyka, according to him, he's coming to be able to make the change. Look at what is happening. Look at what is happening under this budget. You will cry. If we are to do a comparative analysis of what President Weah was giving them, what Joseph Newman Boyka is giving them, because the amount that you see rating here They will just read it there. But sometimes they don't even get this amount. So let's get it clear. Let's inform you before you say, oh, but what happening? Some of these amount that you see here, these people will not even get it. This institution will not get all of the amount. This is just like a projection. It's what they want to give them. But in actuality, some of them will not even get this money. But Joseph Newman Boyka will ensure that he get his money and even plus. You see the kind of problem we in. So the education sector, the University of Liberia is getting about $33 million. Then you come to the Monrovia Consolidated School System. They play poor children school. They play poor children can go. They play the people who can afford to send their children. The MCC, Monrovia Consolidated School System. Let's see what they will be getting. They'll be getting $4,767,417. When you look at what will be spent for infrastructure development, building the human resource capacity is zero. Because most of this money that you see here is going towards the payment of staff payment. That's why you see the buildings are very dilapidated. You remember when President Weah doing his, how you call, the last period of his regime, he went visiting these various, how you call, public schools. And you saw what happened. That he ordered an immediate renovation of those schools. You saw it. So this is what Joseph Newman Boyka is giving to the MCC, the poor people school. The poor people children school. The place where poor people can go, people who can afford. He gave them $4 million. But Joseph Newman Boyka alone is taking $15 million and plus. But look at what he's giving to MCC. This is what MCC will be getting. This is what MCC will be getting. Let's look at Booker Washington. The place where people are supposed to go and train themselves, get the skills training that is required. They will be getting $1 million. Look at Cottington University. Okay, Cottington University will be getting $155,000. They money here for Cottington University, a private university, one of the most expensive universities. No, I'm not against subsidizing some of these government, these private universities. I'm not against that because it helped to bring down their fees, it helped to be able to take care of some other stuff. But this amount, I think, is too much for Cottington University. This amount is too much. $155,216 in my view, in my mind. I think it's too much. Portion can be taken from here to send to MCC, given to MCC, that can be used to even build the infrastructure and put something better in those schools. Let's look at what the National Commission on Higher Education, let's forget about the people there. Let's look at William V. Tubman University. William V. Tubman University is getting $5 million. Look at Zozo Raw Teacher Training. They are getting $800,000. So you see, the sector that is supposed to take care of the common people, the sector that the poor people are supposed to benefit from, they are underfunded. They are completely underfunded. If we are to take an analysis of each of these, look at it. Just take that sector and discuss it. That's the reason why sometimes, we don't have the time to really discuss this budget, the budget issue, because it's very big. If you want to discuss the budget, it's not just taking just one portion. If you do a comparative analysis, you will understand that it's not easy. You know that it's not easy. Like, for example, when you look at this, how you call, where is it? The Morovia Consolidated School System under President Weah, they receive $4 million plus dollars under President Weah 2023. That's what they receive. Under Joseph Newman Boyka, they're receiving the same $4 million. So what is the difference there? No, what is the difference there? Under President Weah, you take $4 million, you give it to the school. Joseph Newman Boyka and giving them the same $4 million. Let's look at what even these people will be getting here. Let's look at So, I'm sorry, I don't want to go through all of this because of time. I don't want to go through all of this, but it is there. The budget is right here. Let me see if I can just copy this budget, because I know some people, they want a budget. So I will just take it, put it down somewhere so that those of you who want it can be able to get it. Let's see, let's see, let's see. So let me see if I can pin this down here. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Just bear with me. Let me see if I can get it down here. Okay, I want to share this document. Why must I go through all this? Okay. Okay, so just let me come and put it right down here. Some of you that maybe want to look at it, you can take your own time and look at it. Uh, Sorry, my people. Okay. All right. Okay. Fine. So it's taking time. I have to put in some other information. So I want to bypass the information. Once it is done, I will take the budget and then be able to. It's reading here. If you see it here, you see it reading. Let me just show it to you. So you see here, it is reading. So once it's done, I will be able to pin it right there for you to have it, so you can also see it. So let's take this from here. Once it is done, I will. Uh, uh, okay, so just bear with me. I want to put it here. Uh, I want to put it right here. Some of you who maybe will want to look at it and do whatever you want to do, that will be fine. Okay, 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 okay. All right, so let me just go to what I'm discussing. So you see, at the end of the day, what is supposed to benefit the ordinary people? When you look at the budget, it has nothing in it for the ordinary people. But what's supposed to benefit these people, their own ego, their selfish ambition, is what they care about. So this man who come and say things Liberia, love Liberia, this Liberia, is just a schemer. He has absolutely zero ability for the people of Liberia. But let's bring you this while we. I want to now that I want to download this thing, it's giving me some other stuff that I got to do. So just bear with me while we try to look at this. Okay. So just bear with me while we try to bring this. Let me bring this right here. Let's invite Sir Isaac Jackson.
You doing so? That boy, you get him up being hard. You pay your hospital bill. You can't behind him like this. Because look, I have said it. I have made it public. I'm not. It's not secret. I too, as a lawyer, I'm not going to be critical or I'm not opposed to the war crime code. No, I mean, support of the war crime code. I think people who committed crime, they should bear the penalty. They should bear the weight of the law. That's where I stand. In my recent piece that I posted it there. I made my position very clear. But there are critical national security considerations that we must need to focus on. You want to ask yourself in Liberia, why did the people of Grand G why did the people of Grand G in large number, why did they vote for Timon Nimna Yahya? Are they oblivious of a record or do they love it? So why the people of Nimba also in large number, and Nimba country has not followed the beckoning of Yerugbe, Prince Johnson. You think they would have voted for Boaka the way they did? And Boaka now he's I mean, there's nothing called I don't know what it would be said betrayal. Betrayal could be like a small word for Boaka. He betrayed Prince Johnson so early. So early. He's not even putting or any fight. To say, look, the international community, yes, I myself want war crime code, but Article 34 of the Accra Peace Agreement said this. If I disregard Article 34 of the
All
Accra
right.
Peace
So
Agreement
let's.
that gave amnesty to some of these people.
So at the end of the day, fellow Liberians, when you look at the budget, when you take a keen, look at this budget, you will cry for yourself. You will say, how did we reach to this place? So Boeka, who said he is coming to do things differently, he's coming to build Liberia, he's thinking Liberia and blah, 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 Liberia. At the end of the day, those things that are supposed to benefit the people of Liberia, those things that the people are supposed to benefit from, Mr. Boeka has abandoned it. He has abandoned it totally. This man is just thinking about himself. All he cares about is himself. Now, his people want us to believe that this man has the people interests at heart. He has Liberians at heart. But the men love Liberia. See the kind of mess we find ourselves in? Joseph Numa Boeka is displaying his dictatorial tendencies, his attitude, his characteristics. That's why you see he disrespecting the rule of law. He doesn't have time for the rule of law. He doesn't. Why do you think Boeka want to impose coup on the Liberian people? Why do you think he want to impose coup on the Liberian people? It's because at the end of the day, he wants for whatever that is within the budget for him, it should pass smooth. Boeka wants to ensure that somebody is at the helm of where the people can be able to allocate the apportioning of the cake. You see, Boeka is so corrupt that he will not hide his corrupt nature. Because the budget, it is where the entire thing they call budget that they play in from. It is the lawmakers that are responsible to ensure that we have budget. They get inside and say, no, we ain't got no budget. That thing goes sit down. They will not on it. So Joseph Numa Boeka is so corrupt. This man when you look at him, corruption is in him to the extent that he said, look, I got to get a place here where the people then can discuss their budget issue. It got to be under my full control. I have to get total control of this particular area. So it's a fight. It's a fight. People like Jeremiah Kung, they are fighting for Natikofa and Zela Mude men from there. They dare for Natikofa make mention of audit that they play hell break loose. Look at look to the extent that at a certain point in time, there were people who felt that Fonatikofa were almost like, giving Joseph Numa Boeka a free pass. And the reason why Honorable Fonatikofa was doing this is so that we can have a smooth system, so that the people can benefit. So that Joseph Numa Boeka will not lie and say, oh, I want to do development for the people, that they hurt people that didn't want block holy meal, they're blocking the other budget for this, they're blocking the other budget for that. Honorable Fonati Kofa and others never wanted for Joseph Numa Boeka to use them and lied and say that the reason why I'm carrying on development because the horse is critical, the horse is doing this, the horse is doing that, which is understood. Because at the end of the day, in order for you to have a functional and a smooth governance process, guess what happened? All of the branches of government must be able to work together collaboratively in order for us to achieve development in Liberia. So it's clear. So we saw Honorable Fonati Kofa doing everything to ensure that we have a very peaceful process. But Joseph Numa Boeka, because this man is vindictive, because this old man is an evil old man dancing with the devil, and he has come to steal, so immediately Honorable Fonati Kofa talk about audit. Brought all men around and say, what audit? You want to disgrace us. They fought him to the letter. And today we are saying what we are saying. But Fonati Kofa will not resign. I can say to you, fellow Liberians, Fonati Kofa is not going to resign. Let Joseph Numa Boeka continue to display his arrogance. And we will be calling on the international communities to not fund or to not send a single dime to Joseph Numa Boeka to fund our budget. Because the budget process is completely unorthodox. Look at what is happening. Look at what is happening. This idiot that called himself majority lawbreakers decided that they will put the house on fire, allegedly. Because how will the house burn? Then 2 chairs in that boy. They throw the 2 chairs from there. You see that? You see the kind of wickedness? You see the wickedness? Joseph Numa Boeka, who's supposed to be an old man with enough sense and supposed to know that, no, let me take my own time. Joseph Numa Boeka was brave enough, fellow Liberians, to inform Liberian people in the world that the act was done by people with our investigation. We are in a mess. Look at what is going on, the level of killing that is going on. You see what is now happening in Liberia? It's a sad story that I'm about to explain, but I want you to listen to the Minister of Internal Affairs, Francis Sakila Nyimale. Then you will know why all of these killings are going on and Joseph Numa Boeka is doing nothing about it. You will know why, there is just mysterious death and killing all around the place. Just last week alone, in 1 week, 4 different deaths, mysterious deaths. I will show you them here. Happen. But listening to Francis Sakila Nyimale, then you will know why these things are happening. Listen to him. Let's go there. Let's bring it here so that you will be able to listen. Listen to Francis Sakila Nyimale. This is the man that Joseph Numa Boeka gave the Ministry of Internal Affairs to. He said, thank you for implementing my order, and he's showing that, you delete people breaker.
There'll be how Farabu has become a nightmare in this place. Call your security bosses. Let the fucking Farabu get out of here.
Sorry for the foul.
Or else I'll get the public.
Listen here.
With Farabu.
Is this man? That one will always tell you that Joseph Numa Boeka does not believe in unification. He does not believe in peace. He does not believe in peace. This man, remember when I started, I told you what the devil came to do, to steal, kill, and to destroy. So whoever that is in that particular line, the devil will be okay with you. So Joseph Numa Boeka, who is dancing with the devil, whoever that is carrying on this kind of atrocity, Joseph Numa Boeka will be happy with you. So listening to Joseph Numa Boeka nephew here, a rapist.
With Farabu here, there'll be how Farabu has become a nightmare in this place. Call your security bosses. Let the fucking Farabu get out of here.
You're welcome.
Or else I'll get the public. You're getting 100 security. You're getting 100 armed. We'll mob him to death. I'm saying it. You're recording.
You're welcome.
I'm tired. I'm tired.
Listen to him.
But anyway, here today, I swear to my damn mother. Anyway, I found Farabu. As I stay here, as I leave this place. Anyway, I found Farabu. We're attacking. And you can carry 10 amen, 200 amen to go defend. Anywhere I found Farabu, if we are there today, I will attack it. I'm moving with them. I'm going to get 25 motorbikes. 333. That's 75%. Wherever Farabu move, I will move there. I'm done. Chief? I'm done. I'll make it again for you. Wait, yo. Yeah, for us now. It's the Farabu, the only immigration officer that they can use. You know, continue to terrorize my people. And then I call Farabu today. I will mob you to death. I'll say it. Yeah, arrest me. Chief, we hear your observation. We will pass it to our senior manager. Thank you. And what I want you to understand, Farabu, is that the final decision maker.
This man is using these words in front of people who are supposed to ensure that the law is implemented. That was during the campaign. He ordered the killing of one of our brethren. That was during the campaign. You hear this man talking right in front of law enforcers. And they're allowing to walk away. Look, that was it. The whole election that happened. There are some things, the people know what they were doing. They know what they were doing. An incident was happening right in front of them that they're supposed to take siege off. They allow the men to walk away. They're lying to walk away. What is happening is dangerous. You have the police now aiding and abetting in crimes. There's a guy, there's a picture here. I will show you the picture. This guy died in the hands of security officers. They beat on him because they allege that, according to the information that we gather, this guy and his security personnel girlfriend was in the kind of, misunderstanding. The girl called her boyfriend and say, "Hey man, cost me, catch a man now, go beat the man." They beat the boy until the boy died. Security officers are the people now who are carrying on these atrocities. Some of the pictures we can't display here because they are too graphic. You have a country that is led by an old man who is supposed to set an example for peace, for unity, for the rule of law. But look
right here. You terrorize my people.
Farabu and myself for the meeting where they sign us here. He and myself.
He got nothing to coordinate.
Yeah, we're not here.
I'm not here.
So if Farabu,
maybe you don't know that. I'm a fucking old rebel.
now, Princess Sakila Nyimale. Let's move Princess Sakila Nyimale from here. Let's just move him from here and bring another person. Why you think people are brave to commit this kind of heinous atrocities and crimes and they feel that nothing will happen to them? Nobody will do anything to them. I want you to listen to somebody. And you just listen to Princess Sakila Nyimale. I will play somebody for you to listen. So the people don't have time to threaten people and do whatever they want to do because they know that Joseph Newman Boyka is in favor of it. Oh yeah, Joseph Newman Boyka is in favor of it. You're going to listen to somebody else.
Respect. But it's all on the social media. Yeah, but let it be there. Okay, understand. A day he shot the president. A day Jaka Koroba insult the president. Or threaten the president.
Yeah.
I'm not going to harm him. I'm not going to do anything to him. I will give 1,000 United States dollars to the people in District Number 10 to beat me naked.
But not harming him there.
But what do you mean?
A man that you respect.
This is Mark Jabate. You see, like I said to you, Joseph Newman Boyka is pleased when people commit atrocity on his behalf. He feels so satisfied. He feels so grateful. He feels that he is the man on the block. This idiot that used to be around here, that when you look at him looking at something that people refuse, sit on a medium that is widely listening to and threaten the life of a sitting lawmaker. And say, I will pay people, I will delete your breaker, I will do this to you, I will do that to you. And then still working with Joseph Newman Boyka, there is no action. That's why we tell you that this old man called Joseph Newman Boyka is useless. And look, to confront Joseph Newman Boyka is that diplomacy. Those of you that stay in your diplomatic mood, let's go to Iowa and come back. After you all know. Let's go to Iowa and come back. I think you will know CDC USA. Let's go to Iowa and come back. Let's go there and come back. I think you will know. No, Joseph Newman Boyka has zero tolerance for diplomacy. That papa, he respect the thing they call diplomacy. He got time for that thing. He doesn't have time for it. To confront people like Joseph Newman Boyka, you must be as brutal as he is brutal. You must be as difficult and unreasonable as he is unreasonable. That's the best way to deal with a fool, the old man who is killing our people. Look at the level of killing that is going on. Why do you think that boy is brave enough to stab our sister princess? Why do you think he is brave enough to stab princess in an open area? I'm even surprised they say they're talking and carrying the police station. Why do you think this boy is brave enough? Why do you think there's so much killing? Somebody thought another person beat somebody, they kill a boyfriend, girlfriend thing, they will join inside, they beat the other person, they kill. Because killing has now become the order of the day under Joseph Newman Boyka. It has become the order of the day. Joseph Newman Boyka encouraged it from day one. He encouraged it. The people who committed those atrocities. Look at Queen Johnson, for example. And today, Queen Johnson is working in government. He's called director for some kind of record or so at the Freeport. You think what gave her that job? That because she killed. Look, for example, Botneke, who is now operating with Prince C. Johnson at the, how you call the NSA. Who is now operating with Prince C. Johnson. Why do you think? Because he threatened people. Joseph Newman Boyka himself threatened the peace of our country. That there will be no Liberia. If he win the election, Liberia will burn down. They will scatter things. They will turn things around. So if people like Mark Jabate is using this war and nothing coming from other Liberian, brace yourself. That's what I said from the beginning. There are people that must stand
For a man that you respect. Yeah, I respect him. You just, but it's all on the social media. Yeah, but let it be there. Okay, I understand. A day he shot the president. A day Jaka Koroba insult the president.
In fact,
Authentic the president.
thank you, sir, for bringing this out.
I'm not going to harm me.
Former Justice Minister, how you call Councillor Gloria Mususcat, is now rewarded. Thank you so much, my brother, for bringing this. It's now rewarded. This woman is now rewarded by Joseph Newman Boyka as the board chair of NOCA. The board chair of NOCA. So Joseph Newman Boyka is now rewarding killers. Killers. So it is not strange. Thank you so much, Vamandi. Thank you so much, Donzo. We appreciate you for this. He's now rewarding killer. Queen Johnson, Francis Akila Nimale. Now the latest one to follow is Madam Gloria Mususcat. Imagine when people ready, then they're telling us, oh, respect people. Somebody who taking away the lives of innocent people. And we are calling them fools and idiots. Then you get angry. Then you get angry. Is this not recipe for chaos? People committing heinous atrocity around here, and you are recognizing and giving an accolade, giving an award, giving a reward. Fellow Liberians, this is scaring for us, for our nation. It's scary. We cannot proceed in this way, form, and manner. It's not possible. We must confront Joseph Newman Boyka. And to do that, it's not the issue of how you got people saying that in the corner and saying that and talking. We have talked too much. A friend of mine one time called me and said, Prince, all used to say it's too early for us to criticize Joseph Newman Boyka. But brother, the thing that we're seeing now, I think if we get Joseph Newman Boyka another 1 year, we are talking, we'll not get Liberia again. We'll not even be able to work in our own country. And that is what's happening. Look, for example, what happened to a journalist. Now the press is under attack. When Joseph Newman Boyka came, the first thing they did was to instill fear in the journalists and think that they would keep them silent. He said, oh, they press people, then some of your radio stations, they pay taxes, they owe in government, they do this, so we close your down. That was fear and intimidation. When those radio stations did not buy into that nonsense, was from Patrick Horner and other people, guess what? They look at it for long and say, okay. According to our brother Matthew Nyemplu, he said in one of their meetings, Julius J, according to what Nyemplu said, He said the Minister of Information, Jerolime Pia, said, look, we got to tell the authority at OKFM to get rid of Julius J because he's not in our land. Let them sack him. You think when fish come from underwater and tell me, say, oh, the crawfish that is there, the eyeball hitting, I get any right to dispute it? I have no right to dispute it. So he said it. All kind of threatening remark that is being used against journalists. Abraham Godson, when people post a picture and say, I know where play your children, I know where begin you try that thing to me. One thing I know, there is nowhere that our ancestors cannot go. Look, for me, that's me. There is nowhere our ancestors can go. Nowhere. You put people family picture up. I know where children are. I saw one funny thing was posted by one other guy. They call some kind of John or so, something like that. Posted AB picture up here, his lovely daughter, and said nonsense. In Liberia. Let's leave it. That's something we can tell you. In Liberia, try that nonsense. So you see what is happening. The people are very intolerant. But in less than no time, we saw a brother, Austin. His car was gutted by fire. They intentionally throw petrol bomb inside and burn the car. You see where we are? Press freedom is now under attack. Joseph Newman Boyka has no time to tolerate peace. And how can I make you sit on the peace table with? Fellow Liberians? Let's take a few bars of this. And then
I'm not going to do anything to him.
Listen to him.
I will give 1,000 United States dollars to the people in District Number 10 to beat me naked.
But not how mean that?
But what do you mean?
Exactly.
For a man that you respect.
Yeah, I respect it. You just, but it's all on the social media.
Yeah, but let it be there.
Okay, I understand. A day he insult the president. A day Jaka Koroba insult the president. Or threaten the president. I'm not going to harm him. I'm not going to do anything to him. I will give 1,000 United States dollars to the people in District Number 10 to beat me naked.
But not how mean that?
But what do you mean?
For a man that you respect.
Yeah, I respect it. You just, but it's all on the social media.
So dealing with a man like Joseph Newman Boyka, you look, you gotta be robust. You gotta do it in a way and manner. Joseph Newman Boyka does not care for the people. Look, something happened, right? Joseph Newman Boyka convoy was going. And at the end of the day, I know sometimes when these convoys are moving out, people who driving, sometimes they can be so very reckless. These things can happen. And you also sometimes have people who, to some extent, sometimes too, they, whatever they do. So now people can be rushing for different reasons. At the end of the day, Joseph Newman Boyka convoy hates somebody. This old man is so evil to the extent that instead of even sympathizing with the person who his convoy hates, Joseph Newman Boyka were brave enough to say, but the person need to be very careful. The people need to be very careful when they're crossing the road. That's what Joseph Newman Boyka said. I don't want you to believe it. Let me play this one for you. Let me play it for you. Oh, my system is freezing. No way, you can't freeze. So let me play this for you. Let's know Joseph Newman Boyka. After his convoy hit somebody, and he was asked, listen to what he said. I want you to listen.
So,
I want you to listen to Boyka. This is the evil man that we have as president, who does not even care about the people's life. So listen to him.
Mr. President, welcome to the ELW Hospital. The public wants to know what you have to say about the incident. We know that this is the very first of the kind since you assumed power as president.
We hope this is the last because it is not the judge to see people who were that. I was surprised to see them on the kind of lane that they were in.
Yeah, Mr. Nyuma Boyka.
But it's just a matter of telling these people to be careful. Be careful. See the contact. Be careful. And the police will have to be there to guide them.
Okay.
Very sorry.
You hear the evil man? You hear how evil he is? Somebody your convoy hit and the person died on the spot, but 2 persons died. This man was brave enough. He said, the people got to be careful. They got to be careful. They got to be careful. Listen to him.
On the kind of lane that they were in.
He said you were even surprised to see them in the kind of lane that they were in. Liberia, as Liberia is, do we have a specific lane? Even the place for people to cross, we don't even have proper crossing. That's the first thing. But that the evil man sitting down and said he was surprised after a convoy hit somebody and killed the person. Just like Nyuma Boyka, I'm surprised to see the people in the kind of lane that they were in. Do we even have a lane in Liberia for pedestrian? Do you have it? No, let's be fair. I remember coming up, we used to stand in the middle, that yellow line, which is not even safe. I can't encourage anybody to stand on that yellow line. I don't know where we got that other notion from. When I remember coming up, growing up in the 80s, that's what we used to do. We used to stand in the middle. To some extent, it used to be respected. To some extent, I don't know, for some reason, people used to respect it. But Honor Joseph Nyuma Boyka, he's saying he's surprised to see people even on that lane. Do they have a special lane for pedestrian? Where you even have now on the sidewalk, keke now, they will get keke all over. Keke are now using the sidewalk. To the extent, I was saying like, oh yeah, that day, I really enjoy what I did. I will not tell you what I did, but I really enjoy what I did. So, it was in Corway. Corway there is a lay path that is created for people to walk on the sidewalk. So we're walking on the sidewalk, and I had my back turned. This identical guy, he climbed on the sidewalk, the place that Keke is not supposed to ride. He climbed on the sidewalk. This guy came very close to me, and blew the horn. Bang! So I had to jump from on the sidewalk. I went, and then one other girl, it was just by God's grace. Other girl that was selling meat. She had a meat on the place there. When the guy blew the horn, when I jumped from on the sidewalk, almost like onto the other place, I hit the girl meat. The whole meat pen fell. Luckily, because there were so many that was, walking on the sidewalk. So the postman said, what can that thing doing so? What can that thing doing so? So I just told the girl, I said, man, don't worry, I'll pay for all this meat. Just count all your meat. I went to him. And by the grace of God, we're able to settle that problem. We're able to settle it. Oh, I enjoy what I did. You were able to pay for it. He paid for it. He paid for it. That Liberia, for all of us, we know how to turn around in that Liberia there, our country. We know how to turn around. So where you even have even the sidewalk, people are not even respecting pedestrian rights to the extent that motorbikes can even be riding on the sidewalk. But Joseph Nyuma Boyka, all he has to say, I even surprised that people walking. This is how evil this man is. That the man who say he loves Liberia will build Liberia and do Liberia. Listen to him.
The public wants to know what you have to say about the
What you have to
incident.
say
We know
about
that this is the very first of the kind since you assumed power as president.
We hope this is the last because
He started by saying, we hope this is the last. Look at the kind of evil. This is the man that you think you operating with. The man will respect any rule of law. Somebody tell you, oh, the incident that happened, accident. You even start by saying, oh, we are sorry, we are sorry for the lives that was lost, for whatever the thing is. He said, the man said, I hope this will be the last time. There's how evil Joseph Nyuma Boyka is. No, listen to him. Listen to him.
last because
What you have to say about the incident. We know that this is the very first of the kind since you assumed power as president.
we hope this is the last because
Yeah.
it is not uh, to see people who were that. I was surprised to see them when they kind of lane that
You hope it will be the lie. Say you were surprised to even see them in the kind of lane.
they were in. But it's just a matter of telling these people to be careful.
You see that? This is Joseph Newman Boyka for you. This is this evil man. I told you that people who dance with the devil, they come to do just what the devil is doing, to steal, to kill, and to destroy. Fellow Liberians, you can give us a call. The number to call is 443-991-3356. 443-991-3356. You can give us a call and let's hear from you. Give us a call and let's hear from you. Let's go to the comment section and maybe read one or two comments. Let me put the number up there. Again, we want to say Iowa. We will definitely be in Iowa from the 27th to the 28th. 27 and 28 will be in Iowa. Let me put up the number for you to call. Those of you that want to participate, I'm going to take one or two calls and then we'll call later day. Yeah, we're going to take one or two calls and then we call later day. So this is the number to call. You can give us a call and we'll definitely, pick up your call. Again, the number to call is 443-991-3356. It's right there. So give us a call and let's hear from you on this Sunday. Give us a call and let's hear from you. Yeah, give us a call and let's hear from you. So we will be in Iowa from the 27th to the 28th of this month. And we want to welcome each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. You are welcome there. Let me just move this writing. You see the place there, 2725 Douglas Avenue, Des Moines, Iowa. That's where we're going to be. The program is going to be held here. So all of you are invited. If you are in Iowa, in Minnesota, in neighboring states, you can drive, and let's come and let's have this wonderful retreat. This retreat, let me just tell you something, my people. To admit, when we start planning for this retreat, we never expected even more than 10 person. Let me just move this and tell you. This retreat was actually planned for just very few handful of people. But when people start pulling in, people start calling us and say, look, this thing got to be open. You got to make it open. Some of us want to go there. Let's go and discuss about the CDC so we can hear. So we thought to, to some extent, make it open. So what we initially planned for, let me be fair and frank with you. What we initially planned for, our budget was somewhere around $1,500 for the 2 days. It was about $1,500. But we want to say thanks to the people in Iowa there. The team, they are doing a very great work. Some people are voluntarily contributing towards, the program. I want to say thanks to all of our contributors. I want to say thanks to our sister, all of our sisters who are actually doing exceptionally well. They are contributing and doing very well for this program. I want to thank all of you. So it's going to be open. It's going to be open. A sedition, come in, let's discuss, let's talk. We're going to have a section where it's going to be exclusively out of camera. We're going to meet indoor as family. We're going to discuss. So all of you are welcome. All of you are welcome. We're going to be in Iowa. All of you are welcome. Again, I want to say to all of you, you are welcome from the 27th to the 28th. We're going to be in Iowa and having a wonderful, 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 wonderful time. On this note, fellow Liberian, time have caught up with us and we got to go. Time have actually caught up with us and we got to go. So get ready tomorrow. There's going to be a meeting because, like I said to you, we will be driving. The team from the East Coast is going to be driving there. So we're going to be having a meeting tomorrow. So all of you are invited to that particular meeting. We'll put the information up. So all of you are invited to that identical meeting of tomorrow, how we'll be going. And I want to say thanks again to the team in Iowa. I want to say thanks to the team there, the local team. They are doing exceptionally well to ensure that this program is a success. As I speak to you, they are preparing for us. In fact, the team that is there, that's how hospitable. Let me move this thing and talk about, our people in Iowa. That's how hospitable the people are. They don't even want us to even go in a hotel. That's how hospitable the people are. They don't even want us to go in a hotel. Some of us are earlier called to, book hotel and stuff like that. When we went for the meeting, people said, no, you don't got to book hotel. We can be here. Our brothers and our sisters, can be here. If it costs for us to leave our place for you people, we do it. So I want to say thanks to the team in Iowa there. A very great team. Want to say thank you. The guys are doing exceptionally well on the ground in showing that, we go there and have a very successful program. In fact, one of our brothers have even given us two of his Airbnb free of charge. Something that if we were to pay for was going to be somewhere around maybe about, that's going to be good money. That's going to be somewhere around good money. Maybe a $700 or $800 we're going to be paying, taking into consideration the building. That's a luxurious area. Giving us two of his Airbnb to the extent, in fact, after giving us the two Airbnbs, I even gave him my house. He said, I'm giving my house. So he gave us three different houses. Say, y'all go, let's enjoy ourselves. So I want to say thanks to that brother. He said, my man, I don't want for anybody to call my name. But actually, these people, we got to appreciate them. We got to call their name. But some of them, they say, if we not do it. We have also a mother who have come out and said, look, I will support this program. We have somebody who is totally involved. She said, look, we will be there. Imagine this person is bereaved. I don't know if I should call this person name. He said, don't call my name. But sometimes it can be too hard for you now to call people name when they're doing good thing. Yeah, it's too difficult. This person that I'm talking about is bereaved. This person is bereaved. Not about, I think 2 weeks ago, she lost, I can say, her brother. And just last week again, she lost her auntie. All happened here in the USA. And she has to be going there, up and down and stuff like that. But she have even said to us that, look, I'm in this family stuff, I got to coordinate with the family, do stuff and other things like that. But she said, as I speak to you, they are preparing the food, they are preparing other stuff, preparing the place. And we have somebody who have volunteered. Imagine when we went for the place and decided that we'll be able to, we want the kind of decoration. Somebody just came up and said, you shouldn't worry, I will decorate the place. And this is anyway, my people, before I start calling name here, I want to say thanks to each and every one of you. So we will be in Iowa, and let me see if I can call one or two person. Let's get one or two person on the phone before we can call this, a day. Let's get one or two person on the phone. Let's see if we can get this person on the phone. Please leave your message for. Okay, I'm not getting. It seems that this person, we are not getting this. Let me see. Oh, today's Sunday. Yeah, you can't get these people then. You can't get them. You can't get them. Let me see if I can call this person. Hello? Hello? Yes, sir. I'm sorry for just taking you by surprise, but I am on live, and I choose not to call your name. I'm going to call you Mr. X because I know you guys are working assiduously behind the scene for this program, but I'm currently on the live, and I would just want you to just talk to our people just for a few minutes, maybe 1 minute. Do you have the time, Chief? Okay, so we are going to go to one of the person that is ensuring that this program is held, and they are making a lot of sacrifices. Some of them don't want for their name to be called, they just want to be behind the scene. But we have on the line one of the organizer to ensure that every sedition come together. This program is for every patriotic Liberian, every sedition, to come together for this particular retreat. Welcome, sir. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you, Prince, and thank you for affording me the time, and thanks to your audience for listening.
Sir, people are in high gear to gather there in Iowa. And tell us, what is the preparation on the ground? But before that, let me just say thanks to the wonderful team that is on the ground. But tell us, what is the preparation on the ground? How's the energy like, in receiving people on the ground there? Tell us about what is going on in Iowa, the retreat or the meeting.
Well, Prince, thank you for that brilliant question. I mean, we are in high gear and high spirit. We are in a pocket spirit, you know. We know at this moment we are at a very critical junction for our party, and we are trying to ensure everything to try to see how we can recalibrate and turn every setback into a greater comeback. So it's with that spirit, and we are doing everything within our power to make this a successful event, you know. And we are just encouraging all our partisans from all over, from the nearby cities, to come out and let's have fun. It's free, you know. Let's come out and have fun and try to discuss how can we move our party forward, because we need everybody, all hands on deck. It's very important. We want to be inclusive of everybody, you know, no matter your age, your size, whatever. Everybody is welcome, and I think we're in high gear, Prince. You yourself, you know.
Yeah. Are you going to Iowa? Is this program going to be an election? Like people will be having election, or is just seditions coming together to appreciate and to discuss issue for the forward march of Liberia? Tell us. Clear the air. Are you guys going to have election? Are there going to be election or what? Tell us.
Oh no, we are not going to go have an election. It's not an election, but it's just more about keeping our party alive. Because I know as we speak, there's a concern going on with the CDC USA, and they have been committees set up, and we are looking up to the committee result. So we definitely are waiting. We are still looking up to the committee, but this is just like to say, you know, our party right now, we are in tough time, Prince.
Sure.
And the more we sit, the more people's spirit die, and we don't want the spirit to die. We came from a critical election year, and it's in our purview that we think it is prudent to keep the fire burning. We just want to keep the fire burning, so we can be prepared for when the opportunity presents itself to take this party to the next level. But it's no way we're not electing no officials. It's just to have our partisans engaged, kind of interact with each other, because it's a new year and we can come up with new year resolution where we want our party to go. It's like a strategic meeting, you know. Just come there, we do a tete-a-tete discussion. What you think is best for our party? How can we move forward? Those are the kind of discussion we want to encourage. But it's no way, under no circumstances that we're going to go elect officials. If anybody is saying that, that's completely misleading, and I would appreciate if they would stop doing that, because that's not our intention, and it will not be our intention.
Thank you so very kindly for taking up the time, especially calling you, not on schedule. I want to say thank you so very kindly, and have yourself a God bless day. Any last word you have for your people before you take leave of us?
Again, I will tell you, thank you, Prince. You know, my lines are always open, because this is some of the sacrifice we're willing to do for our party. And I'm appealing to everybody that are seditions. You understand? Yeah, let's stop fighting each other. And I think nobody is more sedition than anybody. If you think you are in the best interest of the party, let's reunite. We need to unite, because politics is all about the numbers. And I don't think it would be fair to our party to be fighting each other. This is all about unity, and I will encourage everybody to come, and it's open to everybody. Let's end the year strong. You know what I'm saying? We came from a tough election, like I said. So this is a time we need to start from somewhere, and I think this is where we could start from. It's not by election, it's just about partisans coming together. Okay? On that note, I will tell you, Prince, thank you. I mean, I'm always open. You can call me anytime if you feel like it. But again, our momentum in Iowa is in high gear, and we're encouraging everybody to come.
All right.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you so very kindly. So, fellow Liberian, there we are, with the team in Iowa. The guys are doing a very great work. Like I said to you, the guys are doing a great work. Monkonje, you say in Detroit, right? Yeah, in Detroit. We let me see. Michigan. Let me see. Sure. Yeah, but I think what we had there, yeah, one J Swako Nagbe used to be, yeah, I think he used to be the chairperson, but I will get in contact to get information from there. I will get in contact to get the information from Detroit. But again, I want to say welcome and thanks to each and every one of you. Time have caught up with us, we got to go and do our today. I didn't go to service. That's why you see I asking whether today is Sunday, because I work overnight and I was so very tired. So, anyways, but I want to say thanks to each and every one of you. Please like the show, share the show, follow us on YouTube. Until we meet again, my people, have yourself a God bless day. Love you all, and bye from my end.